Hello everyone, my name is Ape and welcome back to another photography tutorial. Now today's tutorial slash BTS is going to be a two-in-one. Both tutorials will focus on merging flashlights with sunlight, but the difference is for one of the image we're going to be using flashlight as a key light and sunlight as a backlight, and the second one would focus on using the sunlight as key light and flashlights as a side or backlight. Now let's start with this image. As usual, let's go into Cinema 4D so you see how I achieved this image. Now this is a diagram of the road that we were shooting on somewhere in London, and this is us right here. Let's zoom in to see the light setup. Here's my model sitting on something. This here is the AD600 with a beauty dish there, and this here is the AD200 with a 7-inch reflector attached to it. And right here is a silver reflector to bounce light from the sun back to this area here, and a gentleman assisting me. I have the sun backlighting my model. I have this light lighting my model from here, and then I have the AD200 giving me some rim light. Let's turn everything off so you see how I went about building it. Now to start with, I made sure that I was shooting against the sun. This right here is the position of my camera, and that's the sun. So the sun was going to be backlighting my subject, just like this. Now after exposing for the sun, which gave me a rim light behind the model, I now turned on my AD600 to help lighten this part which is now dark. But then I felt like I wanted to add a rim light here. So I turned on my AD200 and it lit that bit for me. Now the purpose of this silver reflector here is to bounce light onto this part here which was a little bit too dark. Now the sun is hitting here and bouncing light back. And the result is this image. You can see the sun backlighting the hair and the AD600 helping to light the front area, her face and her arm. And this highlight here is from the AD200. Now to achieve this rainbow type flare that you see here, I attach a Tiffin variable ND filter to my lens and point it almost directly into the sun. And the result is this colorful flare. I was using an 85 1.2 lens, shooting at 1/648 of a second, ISO 100. Now for our next image, basically what we did, we were at the same spot, but we just turned around so that the sun was lighting our subject this time. So this is what we did. Now thankfully I have a behind the scene photograph of this exact shoot. And as you can see, on the left I have the AD200 in a 7-inch reflector, while on the right I have the AD600 in a 22-inch beauty dish. I'm also using the remote head as well. Now I'm using the sun as my key light. The sun is coming from this direction, and I'm going to use the AD200 and the AD600 as rim lights. So this is basically the opposite of the previous image that I just talked about. The previous image, the sun was the backlight, the flashlight was the key light, but for this one, the sun is the key light, while the AD200 and the AD600 are the side lights, which help me create rim lights as well. The AD600 is going to be lighting up this side of the model, while the AD200 is going to be lighting up this side of the model. Now these are a few tests that I did just with the sunlight and no other light. Now if you take a look at these images, they look good, but then photography is all about testing and seeing what you can get. So I turned on my AD600, I got this, it wasn't bad, turned that off. Now turned on my AD200, got that, wasn't bad as well. Now combined everything, the AD200, the AD600 and the sun, and this is what I got. You can see both lights in my shot, and here's another image without the lights. And these are my final images. Now, unlike the previous image, these flares were added in post. I could have easily done this in camera using prisms or any type of glass, but I decided to do this in post as it allows me more control. Let me know in the comments below if you need me to shed more lights on how I process these images in post. Now for my equipment and camera settings. I use one Godox Ad200 and a 7-inch reflector, one Godox Ad600 with a 22-inch beauty dish, a Canon 5D Mark III, a Canon 85 1.2mm lens, and a Tiffin variable ND filter. Now if you like stuff like this, please just let me know so I can start uploading more. In the meantime, for my next tutorial I'm going to be talking about this photograph right here. Please remember to subscribe to my channel, as this really helps in terms of encouraging me to upload more videos, and this would also help notify you whenever I upload new videos. Also add me on Instagram as well. Till next time, thanks guys.